Okay, so this is one of the bolts for my twin screw vise down here. I kind of have them spaced out pretty far apart, so it's kind of obnoxious trying to screw something into the vise. So I did play around with making like a little chain drive, but I'm having a hard time sourcing sprockets cheaply. So what I'm going to do instead is just have this dowel be a stabilizing rod for the vise here. So just going to fit that dowel into that hole, and then I can just use this. Whoop. That was holding that up, forgot. Then I can just use this while holding a piece of wood steady in the vise so it doesn't fall all the way through, because that's kind of the issue I've been having right now. So first off, gotta cut this rod to the right length, and then it's also a little bit thicker than I need it to be, so I'll be using a dowel plate to get it to the right size. So this is my DFM dowel plate. So basically just going to get this like 3/4 dowel, I think this is, into this hole, which should be enough. But first I have to taper the end, and I'm going to use my Mora Neve tool that I typically use for like big wood carving to just kind of get that taper going. I do have a pocket knife, actually, that I use for just woodworking, small little woodworking tasks like this, but I found that it's easier for me to taper things like this using the Mora than it is my pocket knife. Part of that is my pocket knife isn't great. So just stick the dowel in there and then tap it with the mallet all the way through. Hopefully this works. I'm actually more concerned about my vise wiggling than and the dowel plate falling through than this not working. So as you can kind of see there, where the dowel plate was, my pine bench is denting, which is making the grip not work super well. So that's why they tell you not to make stuff out of pine. So new plan. We're just gonna do this. So I got impatient. I wailed on the dowel with the mallet, and I kind of only got this far. And so I decided I'd just kind of take my Mora Sloyd knife to it and just kind of cut it down to size a little bit better, and hope that works. Progress update, we're actually making progress. Look at that. And that was only in about the same amount of wax as when I started too. So gonna keep going, and hopefully I'll have a cylindrical rod. So this is the finished product. She is not pretty. There's a bit of a kink here where, just like from the way I had cut it plus the hammering, it got kind of kinked. So we're gonna make another pass through the same hole to just kind of smooth out some of these features here. And I mean, I really just need to glue a stick into a hole. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be straight or anything. So this is how we're doing the extra pass. Just kind of there we go. So just do that a few times to get some of the extra facets out, or at least as much of them as I can, because it's already the right size. It's just not necessarily dowel shape. So, I mean, it's kind of better. Maybe we'll just sand it. Took a while, but we finally got to the bottom of the dowel. Now I gotta pull it out, I guess?